Hey guys, welcome to a replay cast, and today I'm casting a game that I just played actually not too long ago. And yes, I have a name panel up, by the way. So I am the blue Protoss, and I'm against a red Protoss, Brian. And so how this game went is, alright, so let me just tell you some stuff that's been happening on the ladder recently. I've been losing a lot of my games. I've been placed in Diamond 3, and I don't think I've actually deserved being placed in Diamond 3. So I've been losing a ton of games, except for against Protoss. I think I've only lost like 2 Protoss versus Protosses out of like the, I don't know how many I've played. But I've won like a lot. Like it's like 70% win rate, and that's really good considering that my other win rates are really trash right now. And I would be like at the like bottom of Diamond League if it wasn't because of that. So I don't know why he like snuck his pro. This is kind of weird because he's like sneaking his probe around. I think he's looking for some proxies. I think. Which is kind of clever, but there's nothing too unusual here. This guy, I checked his profile. He was Diamond 3. He wins about half of his games. So this is a guy that I say is arguably better than me. If you look active for a minute, I know his is gonna be way above mine. Yeah, see. Cause my APM sucks. And that's why I don't think I should be in Diamond 3, at least yet. I probably just shouldn't be in general. I'm not very good. But we're going to fast forward a bit here because last game I showed you was kind of a bit of a game where I got like dumb luck with that proxy and stuff. And I just wanted to show you that voters really are good and it wasn't just me desperately trying to make a video. Well, it was, but that's not the point. So just standard 2 gateway opening, and I always go for a Stargate. And I always go for an Oracle. Now, honestly, most of the time the Oracle does absolutely nothing. And I don't really count on it doing anything. But, like, if there's a minuscule chance that they actually didn't put anything up there, even though they always should, and you always should as well, to defend against Oracles. Like, I am putting my stalkers there. But if they don't have anything, they can pick off, like, 5 probes. Which is pretty worth your while, especially because Oracle's pretty good for things like stasis wards, even though I always forget to use them because I'm bad. Alright, so he has a robotics facility. This is a really standard build coming out from him. You know, he has pylons all around trying to scout out drops, monster core, blah blah blah. And I'm also producing void rays right now. And I come in and I kill some probes because he wasn't looking. Now, it was my bad focusing on the phone on overcharge. I wasn't looking there at the moment, but let's look at units lost. 5 probes lost. I think that's how you do it, right? Let's do Control R. Yep, work is killed. 5. There we go. He hasn't killed any of my units yet. Reduction. And that's, you know, we both have certain bases. He got his up faster than I did. And now he has stalkers at his mirror line trying to guard and stuff, which is totally understandable. I do too, but then I realized, hey, he's going robotics. And I did send his Oracle into Scout pretty soon, I think. Come on. I know I sent you into Scout. Okay, whatever. Just typical macro, even though I should be producing probe here now. He's going Immortals, even though he did see my Stargate, but he probably assumes I just transferred into robotics. I did see it to Twilight Council. I just want to make sure there wasn't like more gateways or something, because if he had like 5 gateways, then I'd be kind of scared of a push. And yeah, just void rays and stalkers is literally the only armory I need. And that just decimates a robotics army. Even if your stalkers are under upgraded, void rays just decimate stalkers. And you fill in all your extra minerals with stalkers. And if you really want to go hardcore, you could go zealots if you really want to save all your deaths. Now, even though I do go Stargates, I always go for robotics. And this is because if they do go for Dark Templar, I'm not totally screwed. Now, Oracles can detect Dark Templar, but you know, they're not the best at it. Oracles are really good. Also, Oracles are still really good for scouting. And not Oracles, Observers. I really like Observers. They're just one of my favorite units just because they're cloaked and they can scout fucking everything. I feel like my sound's really loud. 1 second. You turn the shit. I don't know why it's so loud. It never feels loud when I'm in game, but now, of course, it feels fucking loud. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, it feels a bit better. I just scout, oh, stalkers and immortals, you know. But then he kills it, because he got an observer as well. Now, I always make 2 observers, one for my army and one for scouting. Obviously, my scouting was dead now. And I never touched this probe. I feel so bad. I never even used him. And I don't think the enemies ever saw him either. And then he flanks around like this. Now, I thought he was going to come from this way, but he didn't. Actually, some of his units did. That was a mismarker by him. A lot of stalkers and a couple of immortals. I'm pretty sure he came to take out my 3rd base. And let's just pause for a second. Let's look at the units. Now, he has 7 more stalkers than I do. He has 2 immortals. I'm actually in a probe advantage right now, which is good for me. And we both have bunch, of course, even though I'm pretty sure he left his at home. Yes, he did. And yeah, let's see this fight go down. I do have 5 warriors. He only has 2 immortals, so obviously I come on top of tech units here. And I did some delayed reaction time, but no biggie. My army is going to engage him. And as you can see, these stalkers are getting just destroyed. Like, now the stalkers are starting to even up. Now, of course, these immortals are doing a number to my stalkers. That's pretty obvious, just because that's what immortals are built to do. And, yeah, he just lets a pylon. Even bring some reinforcing stalkers that I never did anything with. I'm pretty sure, no, he was getting upgrades. Good. Alright, and I am a base ahead of him, and I am, like, quite a few workers ahead of him, too. And also, Void Rays kind of provide more of a punch. I think I'm ahead in upgrades. But I don't have as much production facilities as he does. Now he's getting his 3rd base, because he's like, oh shit, this guy's getting a 3rd. Now, obviously, this was late, so now he has to try to play a macro game against me, which I'm already ahead. I have killed more workers than he has. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, just trying to find what the fuck I'm doing. I've killed 5 workers, and I've killed 29 of his units in total. He's only killed 12 of mine. So I am definitely ahead right now. That is, like, definitely by a long shot. And Control A, put the army supply. And we are actually at about the same. Actually, no, we aren't. I'm beating him in army supply by a lot. I am even in both. I'm actually beating him a ton in supply. Look at this right now. This is a lot. He's pretty behind right now ever since that engagement. And now I'm pretty sure I'm not even that far in upgrades. Now, this is a really newbie thing, upgrading shields. That's because I knew that would also upgrade my my Void Rays. And because I'm like, the Void Rays are the most important part of my army. The Stalkers are just here to get my minerals spent. Like, if he out-upgrades my Stalkers, it's a big deal. You know? Like, it's not that big of a deal. And I even take a 4th base, which now I'm going to be even more ahead on micro. I'm 10 probes ahead of him right now. I'm just doing really good. Now, he's kept building immortals. Like, here, if I was him, I wouldn't really know what to do right now. Maybe just go Skygates, Stargates too. But, I don't know, because I have a lot of Void Rays. This is 8 Void Rays right now, guys. And they do have upgrades. And they're more on the way. I'm pretty sure I'm going to fleet picking, yeah. I should have been chronoing this cybernetic core, not my forge. Actually, shields are kind of more useful. Well, they could be. And then he comes to attack again. And I'm even with him in Stalkers this time. And it's because my income is higher than his by a lot. Like, he only has 4 more Stalkers than I do. Only 4, and he has 1 immortal. Like, there's no way he's going to win this engagement. I've barely even built any Stalkers since our last engagement. Because I've only had, like, what, 4 warp gates? 3. No, 4. That's 4. And I'm getting my 4th base right now, saturated. Alright, now he's actually beating me by the 10 Stalkers. Which is a pretty big number, but I still have 9 Void Rays. And I've been sitting at a pretty amount for a while. Come on, my army, like, these Void Rays, like, could punch my army, like, 100%. Like, my Stalkers are cool and all, but, like, his Stalkers beat mine. Like, by a long shot, too. And my shield, too, is just about to finish. I'm pretty sure he attacked, like, right after it finished, which is hilarious. He's just waiting out here, which I don't think is a very good idea. I guess he's maybe waiting for me to attack. I guess building Stalkers is the right choice here. He did build a Templar Archives and a Dark Shrine. Maybe because, I don't know why you build Templar, High Templar against Protoss. I gotta understand Dark Templar, but not High Templar. Because you want Archons. But that's fine. Now, I did start shooting his observer, and then here he comes. And I didn't even have a delayed reaction. I lost like 2 Stalkers for that, and I didn't even move out of this time warp. But now he's caught out of the choke point, of course. Of course. Sorry, my bad on words. And just my voice in this prismatic alignment is just so good against him. Just Stalkers are just melting. Now I'm ahead in Stalkers, and I'm ahead in bases, and that's pretty much just GG. My opponent was pretty good in my opinion. I think it's more just a standard Protoss player. I am too, except for in Protoss vs. Protoss. I just go Skygates. Stargates. I don't know why I call them Skygates. Really weird. And he calls GG. Now, the same thing has been happening. I've either seen people go Dark Templar or Robotics. I've only seen one person go Skydos, and that was the person that I lost to. But that was still when I was warming up. Like, one of my first games back. And I even was building more Stargates down here because I'm like, hey, this guy's only going to go Stalkers. Why not just fucking mass Stargates? And, yeah, I just had a lot of units obviously beating him. It actually did catch up on probes, but whatever. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them below. And if you're new, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.